left to go but up.
What's going on YouTube? Dannydecks here, and we're back with more Legends of Runeterra content. So I got to Masters, and today I'll be featuring the deck that I got to Masters with. I mean, it's not a surprise, I get to Masters every season and all that. The way it worked out is I was actually working on a funky, fun Aphelios deck, and I kept running into the same stuff, and I was just getting so frustrated and just tanking my rank that I'm like, there's no point playing something, like trying something when you just run into the same cheesy shit. And the thing is, the stuff that you run into is so easy to beat, and I'm like, this is just, like, I could easily make a deck in 10 minutes that beats this. And I basically did that. I made a deck, tweaked it a bit, and just climbed straight to Masters easy peasy, just crushed everything. Now, the stuff I'm referring to is Mono Shurima, super easy to beat if you just tech against it. All aggro decks, like the aggro decks you run into, like I was running into a lot of pirates, like that shit is so lame, you just easily beat it. And the Victor with Riven, like the Victor Riven deck is so obnoxious, but it's literally so easy to beat. I say this about Riven every season. There's always a Riven deck that pops up that's like the new cheesy OTK deck, and you literally just play Vengeance and she dies. Like it's garbage. So in order to defeat these garbage decks, I had to just create my own deck. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be showing you the old Moon Boy today because I was getting frustrated facing that shit, and I just decided, you know what, it's time to get to Masters. And today we are playing a deck I am calling Anti-Meta. So this deck is Senna along with Kindred. Where are you? I think Kindred's in here. Yep, there it is. They're beside each other. Oh god. So Kindred and Senna. The reason, so this combination is, honestly, I really think this is probably one of the best combinations in the game. Shadow Isles P&Z is just so versatile and so strong. You have multiple win conditions. You have so many options for removal. Anti-aggro cards, anti-combo cards, your own combos if you like them. Just a super solid region combo. This is probably my favorite region combination in the game, and I've probably featured it the most on my channel. Nonetheless, rather than just play a deck that's dog poo, I would rather just, make a deck that's good and that wins. So I climbed the Masters with this deck with very little opposition. And it's kind of a jack of all trades. It catches a bunch of stuff out. It does have its weaknesses in that it being a well-rounded deck, it doesn't have any particularly polarizing matchups with the exception of aggro, but even then you can always lose to aggro because that's just how aggro works. You can always lose to combo because sometimes you just don't have your answers. But I will say, most of the time, you're going to just absolutely wreck aggro and combo decks. That's the way it's designed. We'll go over the cards and, we'll talk about it. So, essentially, I am running the Buhru Sentinel along with the Burgeoning Sentinel. These are our early game units for the most part. There are some decks in the meta that don't have very good fearsome blockers. These allow you to get in, they give you a board presence, and they synergize well with all the removal we're running. So, these are going to be our early game units of choice, along with Mr. Reggie here, who is going to generate us a 6-cost spell. Being in the regions that we are, our 6-cost spells are usually high value, and oftentimes we can find something good. Outside of that, we are looking for early game removal. Thermo Beam is really powerful. It's a catch-all removal tool, so it really helps out. We're running 2. Glimpse Beyond, this helps us just keep going. Cards are a thing. We're not playing Bandle City that just generates infinite, card value. So we need a way to get our own cards, and Glimpse Beyond does that. Mystic Shot offers you the burn, offers you the removal. Just a great card, so we're running it. Vile Feast. Vile Feast actually is performing quite well in this meta for me. I find a lot of units have 1 HP, so just quickly, the 2-1 or the 3-1 from Mono Shurima that leaves the landmark. Vile Feast is a hard counter to that. Riven has the Blade Fragment card, the 3-1 that creates a Blade Fragment. You also get the Monkey that creates Chompers. Isla, this essentially 2-for-1s with Isla as well. All kinds of stuff. So Vile Feast is pretty potent at the moment. I think that dealing 1 damage is actually really strong. Buhru Sentinel we talked about. Aftershock. So Aftershock is not only there to deal with mono Shurima, but it kind of is. I'm only running 2 copies because I find that it's a little bit unreliable. What I mean by this is, if I ran the 3rd copy, I'm still not guaranteed to draw it on turn 3. So that's kind of moot. The other thing too is if the opponent is somewhat smart, they're going to hold on to the Red Negation. So there's Red Negation you got to worry about. There's the card that gives it Spell Shield. It's not, in my opinion, a reliable counter at 4 mana. Scorched Earth, I think, is a much better counter than Aftershock because you can Scorched Earth on 2, essentially. Either way, this is in there to destroy Sun Discs. You will kill Sun Discs occasionally. This also deals with Targon's Peak, Bandle Tree, all kinds of other stuff. I mean, it's landmark removal, but the thing I like about Aftershock over Scorched Earth is really that Aftershock isn't a dead card when you're not against the stuff you're looking for. Aftershock often just kills shit. It's also slow speed, so it gets sped up by Senna, and it can just burn out your opponent for the face. So we're only running 2, but Aftershock does put in the work here, and with mono Shurima being so prevalent, you kind of want it. Kindred. Kindred actually works really well. So the thing about Kindred is, a lot of the decks I mentioned, what they do is they basically ignore what you're doing, right? And this is why Kindred is so effective. So let's talk about mono Shurima, right? Mono Shurima doesn't really give a damn about what you're doing. They're basically a combo deck, and as long as you're not going to kill them, they don't care, right? They just play their shit and they progress their Sun Disc as fast as possible. That's what they're looking to do. Something like Kindred makes it so they can't really do that safely. It causes them to have to play around the Kindred and actually remove it some way. And when they're using, removal like their Rite of the Arcane, for example, that means that they're either burning a mana crystal, killing a unit, and just spending mana in general to do something they don't want to do. A lot of times, mono Shurima will just ignore everything you're doing to progress their Sun Disc because they know once they flip it, they win. So Kindred is a unit that can't be ignored, which is why it makes it so potent here. And that same thing goes with like the Victor and Riven deck. They have very limited removal. All they really have is, I guess, Mystic Shot and Get Excited. So oftentimes they don't even have good discard fodder for Get Excited, and they cannot ignore Kindred. They can't play their game plan of, just play some weak shit that generates blade fragments, totally ignore my opponent, and then just kill him in one turn, because Kindred forces them to do something. And you're forcing them to kill the Kindred, and if they don't kill the Kindred, Kindred runs away with the game. Everybody knows what Kindred does. Basically, if Kindred remains on the board, especially in a deck like ours where our whole deck is removal, you just steal the game, so it has to be done. Basically, it slows our opponent's game plan down, and if it doesn't, it just wins the game by itself. Senna. Senna is a weird one here. It's not really weird. I mean, Senna speeds up slow speed spells. There's some powerful slow speed spells in our deck. Senna also acts as Dawning Shadows is her champion spell, and that's actually pretty damn good because that implies you have a Senna on the board already. This is a great card to cast at fast speed. And the Darkness. So Darkness is not a great rate here. Like, 3 mana deal 2 is obviously terrible. But when you're getting it for free from Senna, and you're constantly generating them, it does let you, like, catch up in value or outvalue your opponents. A lot of the decks running around have units that will die to your Darkness, and you don't effectively need to spend any mana to do so. Senna also has the benefit of, when she levels, she's going to reduce the cost of basically all of the spells in your deck because we're running just straight up removal. Very solid, and she has the extra added benefit of fast speed Ruination. We have 1 Ruination in the deck, and oftentimes you can get it from Reggie here. If you wanted to add a second copy, you could. Fast speed Ruination is so powerful, I think it's worth running Senna. But I mean, alternatively, you can play a different champion. It doesn't have to be Senna and Kindred. I think that this deck combination is going to work. This region combination is going to work almost regardless of what champions you run. I have found, though, that Kindred and Senna are just doing work for me, and it's just a combo that seems to work. 2 Withering Wails. As I said, there's a lot of 1 HP shit going around. Withering Wail just really helps with that, and it's a pretty much an anti-aggro tool, giving you the heal of 3. My 6 mana spell of choice is going to be Piercing Darkness over Shock Blast. So normally it's between Shock Blast and Piercing Darkness for me. I think in the current meta, Piercing Darkness is just superior. The reason for that being Piercing Darkness will kill every relevant champion at the moment, with the exception of Trundle, which Trundle is really kind of not in there. So this kills Victor, this kills Riven, this kills Azir, this kills Xerath. Those are the 4 main champions, and Aphelios. The 5 main champions you're going to run into, as well as Gangplank and Misfortune. I don't think I'm missing anything, and if I am missing something, Piercing Darkness probably kills it too. So essentially, this kills all of the relevant champions in the meta at the moment, along with most units, and it heals you for 5. There's a lot of aggressive decks, there's a lot of cheesy combo decks going around, and that 5 health is going to be massive. We don't really need to deal the damage to the face, because our primary win condition is going to be the Ledros Atrocity combo. 2 Vengeance, fast speed kill shit. Oh yeah, sorry, about Piercing Darkness. And Senna makes this fast speed, right? So it's significantly better when you have Senna on the board, but we already knew that. Vengeance just kills a unit. We're running 2 of them. Oftentimes you can pick another one up from Reggie. So you could up this to 3. I just thought 2 was good enough. We have a ton of removal in the deck already, and we're running 3 Piercing Darknesses. Vengeance really just acts as we can't use Piercing Darkness and we need it at fast speed. Vengeance kills shit, so solid card. We're doing 2 Atrocities, 2 Ledros. Now, a lot of times I actually like to run the Sumpworks map. The reason I'm not running map and I'm actually running double Atrocity is because of the elusives going around. A large part of the meta is actually Mono Shurima and Victor plus Riven. Victor and Riven have the card that grants elusive. They also have Neandroid, or whatever the heck that stupid thing's called. So they have a way to stop your elusives, and Mono Shurima has Quicksand, which will remove the keyword. So going for the elusive is not as effective as just straight up using Atrocity in this case. Atrocity can also work on Kindred. Kindred, if left unchecked, will just get massive and you use Atrocity on Kindred. But ultimately, we're going with Ledros. So Ledros Atrocity, this is our main win con. We obviously can win through other means, and against something like Mono Shurima, we're going to be more aggressive and look for our, aside from Aftershock, we're looking for early game cards, and we just kill all their shit, and then, kill them without the Ledros. But Ledros ultimately is our win con. And as I said, 1 Ruination. So, the deck functions really well. I had very little issue. I'm calling this the anti-meta deck just because it seems to beat everything in the meta. The things you need to watch out for are mainly slower stuff, I guess. Like, Ezreal, Caitlyn, Tribeam can give you some trouble, kind of, but even not really. As long as you have removal for their stuff, you're totally fine in that matchup, considering they have no way to stop Ledros Atrocity. Right, like if you can play a Ledros without them being able to damage it for a Scorched Earth, you basically just win the game because they can't stop Atrocity. It's very difficult for them to deal 6 damage at fast speed. Other than that, what else is a good deck against us? Invoke. So there's been some Aphelios Invoke stuff, shenanigans. That's a little bit tricky to deal with. That's about it. It's not even that tricky. It's just that because we're both playing such a slow game plan, Invoke does generate way more value in the cards that they get, so that's troublesome. But other than that, the deck's really good. Stomped everything, got to Masters with it. Please be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let's get into the games. Okay, Mono Shurima. Alright. Alright, we got Aftershock in our opener too. That's actually pretty good. Do I want Kindred? I actually kind of do want Kindred. It's unlikely I'll be able to keep... Ah, damn it. Okay, this is a bad hand. I have Aftershock, but the problem is I'm going to fall so far behind on board if I bank till Aftershock that I probably just lose even if he doesn't have his tree. We'll see. We shall see. Well, Thermo Beam should help. I'll probably just pass. I'll take 2. 2's not so bad. really want to play that card, but I can't. Okay, well I can't play anything now. Oh god, I've been taking such a beating here. Is this even worth? Like, it's probably not worth the Aftershock, but we'll see. Depends on what he does. I mean, as long as we catch up on board after, we're fine. That's too much of a beating. We have to play this guy. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I'm so stupid. Oh my god. I just threw. Yeah, pull with this. Pull with this and punish me. Oh god. I mean, the thing is, I could easily punish him if I had like a Vile Feast or a Mystic Shot. So it's like, it's not even a good play. It's so bad. Ugh, gross. I misplayed. You know, there's not much else to it. I made a mistake. I think I played Kindred though. See if we can get him to play something, and then I can Thermo Beam, and I'll go for the Aftershock next turn. So he's actually not going to play anything. I mean, do I ever just attack with Kindred? So if I attack, he's looking to use... You know what, that's actually fine. I think that's fine. I Thermo this. I don't want to Thermo that. I would want to Thermo this, if anything. I could just pass. Passing's fine.
Men die, but Shurima lives forever.
So the question here is, do I kill this or do I go for the Aftershock? Like, what are the odds? I go for the kill on Azir. I think that makes more sense. Because if he doesn't have an Hourglass, or I guess a second Azir, he's likely to use his right in here. Yeah, that's big. This means, like, what are the odds he has another right? It's got to be low, right? And now he can't attack. If he attacks, I just kill his Kindred. Yeah, and then the thing is, I just kill his Azir regardless. So it doesn't even matter. See ya. I'll just take the 3. Oh, it's more than 3. 6. I actually take the 6. I don't really care. I don't think that matters. Seems fine to me. I'm a little bit low on HP for sure, but I think it'll be okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with this. I want to pass priority, and I also want to generate a blocker, so this kind of works in my favor anyways. Now I'm going to attack. Try to bait him. Okay, so he wants to actually kill like this, right? He wants to use Rite of the Arcane here. And that's a big mistake for my opponent because then it opens up Aftershock guaranteed. Oh, I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry, my friend. See ya. See ya, Sundisk. Got him. Just like that. You know? Just patient. Take him out.
Hunted down.
Alright, Trundle and Lissandra. So I'm assuming this is going to be Spectral Matron. How do I win against Spectral Matron? Atrocity doesn't really do... Like, the Atrocity combo is kind of tough to pull off against this deck. Probably just drop everything. Look for earlier curve. Didn't quite hit it. Maybe this is Yetis? I don't think it's Yetis. But it could be. Who knows?
Nothing escapes my watch.
Sure. I mean, it is what it is. What is the play here?
I will bury the world in ice.
Safeguard our homes.
So I'd likely just play Kindred here. I don't really see how he stops Kindred.
Never one
without the other.
Alright, that works for me. Let's get some damage in. That's actually fine. I'm actually happy with him wasting a frostbite there. I really don't think that's a good frostbite. Definitely wail. I'm just wailing. And when he goes to try to kill my Kindred, I'll just use Glimpse. Yeah, so we'll just Glimpse this. Actually, I don't even Glimpse that. Oh wait, yeah I do. What am I talking about? This works. That works! I can also slam this, and we're gonna get in for some damage now.
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
Get in for that damages. Aftershock's nice.
I move forward.
Really just want to put the screws to him. Get Trundle.
Going to war.
At my
How
command.
much do I care about Trundle? I don't really care about Trundle. We'll play
Senna,
We'll play Senna.
have me slay you.
Nagakaburos can get in line.
I think that works, because he's not able to play Pillar yet, so I don't need to worry about Trundle until the following turn. See what he goes for. Vengeance on Senna. Vile Feast on Senna. So he wants to Trundle Quake, which is going to be pretty funny when I say no. I just Vengeance it. So obviously, by doing this, he is showing me that he wants to play his second Trundle that he has in hand. And by doing that, I deny him the ability to do so. Alright. Sure. Piercing Darkness? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so now we're going to get in for some damages. He's going to play Pillar. Cool. I am actually going to kill this. No, do I kill that? I do kill that. That's probably the way to go. I could play Kindred. Like, I don't want this to level. At least not this turn. So we will kill this. And then we're also going to Aftershock the Frozen Thrall. Cool. Could Aftershock this instead. He's looking to set up an Avalanche is really what he's looking to do. But I don't think I care all that much at this point. I'd rather just make sure he doesn't get that Thrall. Yeah, stopping his Thrall is a bigger deal, I think. Because this game's going to go to the point where he gets that Thrall, and I basically just killed an 8/8 with Aftershock, and I think that's worth it. Like, yeah, second Ravine, doesn't even matter. It's fine. Like, he basically has no cards in hand either. His hand is looking pretty slim. Probably just Darkness his Pillar. I could have went Ledros, maybe. Maybe Ledros was better. That could have been a misplay. I kind of want to develop Senna though, honestly.
Long road behind.
Alright.
Long road ahead.
Like, he's likely just got a bunch of removal, so I'd rather develop Senna and hopefully whittle down his removal. Okay, that does nothing. Okay, so this is where I'll just go Ledros, I guess. It is what it is. Maybe not. Maybe this makes more sense first. We'll start out with Vile Feast. See if we can get him to do something. He's probably going to play Minion.
They're out there.
Nope, no Minion. Alright, whatever. Ledros it is. We're going for it, YOLO. That's a pretty big deal. Minion does nothing.
Ready to fire.
I honestly just attack with everything. Okay, got him. Easy. I'm assuming he just had no answer. He wasted that frostbite early. Like, that was such a shit frostbite.
Back to the war.
Can't be doing that. Wow, what a surprise. Mono Shurima. Okay. So, I'm actually going to... Ooh, Kindred's so good. Damn. Okay. I was going to say I'm going to hard look for Aftershock, but the thing is, it's unlikely that I hit my Aftershock, and it's like, there's still also the chance that it doesn't even work.
Well,
So since I drew such an aggressive hand, I'm just going to play aggro on him. And Kindred is also very nice. Kindred's good in this matchup because it threatens a lot of his units, and it kind of slows him
his
down.
eye looked right fierce.
And that's what Kindred's really good at. It's going to cause him to stop. Like, he can't ignore Kindred, which means he can't just do what he wants to do. And that's always a good thing. Play the 2-1.
The oasis
Okay,
of the
that doesn't
dawn
matter then.
flows again.
That's fine.
Demacia sends its regards.
I'm sending my regards. Alright. We'll just swing in, take our 2. See what he's got. Okay, good. Nothing. I like to see nothing. Nothing is very favorable for me. Alright, we'll slam Kindred next turn, assuming that we get the opportunity to do so. Well, we're doing it anyways. I mean, we're still kind of susceptible here to Rite of the Arcane, but it's fine. Well, here's to hoping this works out. Yeah, so he obviously has to Rite of the Arcane now.
If it's made of sand, I can ride.
Nope, no Rite of the Arcane. Okay, cool, dude. Looks like you're taking a shitload of damage.
Can't steer. Lost
Cool.
way.
That's pretty good for us. He's going to be taking 13 here. Obviously, he can still have... Oh my god, what's that stupid card name? Quicksand, right? He can Quicksand. Nope, no Quicksand. Take a shitload. Love to see it. He is very close. Like, his Xerath levels here... His Xerath levels and his Azir is getting pretty close. Not sure how I feel about that, but it is what it is. I actually play this. It's probably better. Yeah.
Can a spirit fight to the death?
I'd rather not have Buhru Sentinel
Quick hands
get
make
messed
quick
with.
work.
That's good. I can play Kindred or Buhru next turn.
Go get the shiny Dabu.
Sure. Sure. Like, we have a ton of Fearsome going through here. So, Sand Soldier. Okay. Means we just play Kindred. So, this is what I'm talking about. Now he is basically forced to Rite of the Arcane again. Like, it is what it is. Like, he has to cast Rite of the Arcane on my Kindred.
Men die, but
Or he just loses his Zera, his Azir.
and
That
weakness.
works, I guess.
Shurima.
Maybe not. He doesn't have Xerath, though. This is an interesting situation. If we do that... I don't want to kill that, though. But I have to kill that. So it is what it is. Okay, so he's not going to lose his Azir, unfortunately. But the thing is, it really doesn't matter, because he's dead to open attack. I could literally just take this whole hit, and it does nothing.
The order is given.
But I won't. I'll do this.
Emperor commands.
works.
Oh, the dark.
Cool.
Stand down.
So yeah, now he's... I just open attack, and he's basically screwed. Ooh, Atrocity. That's even better. So good. So good. Got him.
Sedition.
Yep. Sure. So here comes Xerath. To be expected. But, what my opponent doesn't know is that's a misplay. Because by playing this Xerath, he can't Rite of Negation that. So, I'm good. Good to go here.
I will fashion this world in my image.
I mean, alternatively, I could just go for a kill. No, I'm gonna just, I guess I just gotta hope he doesn't have Quicksand. I feel like he would have used Quicksand if he had it. So, we're gonna just go for it. we are going for the Atrocity. Pretty sure this is game over. Quicksand is all he could possibly have. Doesn't have it. See you later. He would have quicksanded earlier, right? Like, why is he going to just go to 1 against PNC? Like, that's super stupid. So he obviously didn't have it. Okay, Caitlyn Ez. So this is Tri-Beam. Tri-Beam is a little bit of a weird one for us. We actually win with... oh, jeez, my brain. This is a Ledros Atrocity kill. Basically is how we win this matchup. We just make sure that he doesn't keep any Ezreals on the board, and we're pretty good to go. Now, it's unlikely we'll be able to stick our units. So, I might actually get to keep Kindred on board. I doubt it. The thing is, Kindred doesn't really do a whole lot in this match. Not to mention, like, aside from the fact that Kindred usually just dies. The problem with Kindred in this matchup is... he doesn't play units, right? Like, he doesn't have a whole lot of units outside of, like, Ezreal, Caitlyn, maybe House Spider, the chick that does stuff. I take this pass. No issue here from me. Happy to pass. Play Buhru Sentinel.
Is too shallow a grave.
Like, I know this shit's gonna die. Like, so there's no point playing out Kindred when I know that it's just going to die anyways. Okay, that's fine. Do this. So we're going to force 2 cards out of him here. Otherwise, he's just going to take 3. And we've already dealt the 1 damage we need, and we have Ledros and Atrocity. So at this point, we're just waiting. Cool. So likely to Thermo Beam. Nope, no Thermo. Love to see it. I mean, I'm happy to deal 3. Like, any damage I get on him is going to be pretty big. And the thing is, like, he has a hard time killing Ledros if he hasn't preemptively damaged it. So I'm fine with this. This is probably, honestly, just a Kindred. I'll just take the damage from Caitlyn. I'm not too afraid of him. There's a good chance he will kill my Kindred right now. He didn't... I don't think he had Thermo, so if he didn't have Thermo before, there's a chance he doesn't have it now, right? He does, yeah. He was just holding on to it. Okay, that's fine. Here's what it is. Alright, well, we'll just trade with his Kate or push 3. Like, I'm happy to push 3 here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, friend. So we're probably just not going to play any units now that he has all those traps, and we'll just play reactively, kill his shit. Sure. Sounds good to me. The only downside is if he has Ezreal, but that's not, it doesn't even matter, because we have these 2 to kill his Ezreal. Kindred is a good draw. Oh, that's so gross. Blech. Nasty. Absolutely shitty. Feels bad. So whack. Oh, gross. That is a head shaker. Okay, so now we're in trouble. We're not really in trouble. We just only have 1 copy of Ledros and 28 cards, so we're in trouble.
Time for a true display of skill.
Yeah, like, in what world do I not just kill your Ezreal, dude? Get out of here. Kindred's dead. Like, there's no way he doesn't have a way to kill Kindred. I'm extremely surprised. I mean, 2 damages, whatever. I'll take the risk. Because maybe Kindred's not dead. Haha, Kindred lived, yay. Alright, well, let's push damage. That sucks, man. Feels so bad. Here comes Farron. Nope, no Farron. But that's definitely going to be a way to kill my Kindred. No doubt. No doubt about that.
Calling card from our
Well,
other case.
if we keep chipping him down, we can potentially just Atrocity something else. Okay.
I dropped everything.
Actually fine with that. Actually quite fine with that. This is good. But it's only for followers, right? So I think I actually take True Shot.
It's an awesome day for progress.
And I just look to kill him. I just look to burn him out, and that's it. Sure. He's got 3 flash bombs left. I didn't even see what he discarded. Shit. I should have been watching. Okay, see you, Reggie. It was a pleasure doing business with you. I mean, like, there's no way that I don't just do that. Dead Kindred. Yeah, 100%. 1 hundo. Already knew that was happening. But, it's fine. I mean, it's got to be like this, and then I can just beam this. That works. Alright. Well, I'm hoping that I can pick something useful up, because True Shot's not all that useful. That's pretty useful. That's a pretty useful card.
I did say I wanted to see the world.
He's got 5 cards and 2 Decimates. Decimate doesn't really matter. So I think here I do 3-2. We just push the damage. We hope that we get him. Like, it's unlikely that this survives. He's got Mystic Shot. He just top decked this, by the way. Whatever this is, he top decked. So he likely top decked his Mystic Shot. Not much I can do about it. Is he really not going to go for that? Seems a little scuffed. Tri-beam for 5. Okay. Oh my god, get high rolled. There's so many bad 5 mana cards, and he just gets like an amazing one. That's not the best card in the game or anything, but it's pretty good. Ooh, harrowing. Harrowing's got to be the one.
I help when I can.
Yeah, 100%.
Once I step
Definitely go with the harrowing. What does this look like, anyways, for us? Seems pretty damn good to me. Okay, I think we got him. As long as I'm not dead. Which I'm not. Yay. This gives me an additional Reggie. Is that worth it? No, it's not. It's not worth it. We're just gonna do harrowing and hope that it gets there. That's a pretty damn good Reggie pull. Gotta love some nice RNG. Okay, ballistic bot.
Tear them apart.
Alright, so we're gonna glimpse beyond, hopefully. See what he blocks. He's gonna block a Kindred, right? Like, gotta block a Kindred. Okay. And I think it's gonna be pretty tough for him to actually kill my Kindred. So maybe thinking glimpsing Kindred is the way to go. Especially, oh, he's gonna cast spells. Oh yeah, cast spells now, dude. Love it.
Once a little spirit traveled a long road through the dark.
They were alone.
The path they traveled was one all must walk alone.
It's a tough call.
The same place that all paths
3
lead.
cards, and that is the Mystic Shot that I read that he had earlier.
We were there.
Yes, we were.
If I do this, I actually level my Kindred, do I not? I get 2 cards, I clear his board, he goes to 3.
Is it time?
No.
Oh, that's so tough. It has to be Kindred, honestly. It has to be on a Kindred. There's no other way to do this. Because the problem is, if I do it on this guy and he has a second Mystic Shot, then I basically just lose, right? So
Well, then.
Good one.
this still works out the same.
Prime and ready.
Okay.
Fire till nothing moves.
Yeah, I think Kindred was the right way. That was the right
System
call.
upgrade.
So I do think I possibly have him dead as long as he doesn't have Ezreal. Please don't have Ezreal. He doesn't have Ezreal. So that's 4.
I am the future.
Okay.
You could say I got a lot.
Alright, well, let's see what he's got.
Keep your distance.
Okay, this lady. Sure. This is a tricky situation. I just pass. Let's see what he does.
System upgrade.
I go for it, right? I have to go for it now. Because if I put myself in Mystic Shot range, I lose. This is the only chance. It's got to be now. Because If I let this go off, I go to Mystic Shot. This requires 2 cards. Yeah, got him. Huge. Because, yeah, that was going to require him to use 2 cards to stop me. Whereas if I let it go to Mystic Shot, then he just kills me. Ziggs Taliyah. I like that Ziggs skin. Okay, so this is obviously not our target deck, but, I mean, we're pretty good against this stuff, too. This is just aggro. The problem with facing this deck in particular is the Arsenal and his random keywords. That's really it. Like, as long as we don't just get high rolled by Arsenal, we should be okay. Alright, pass. Please play the 3-1. No, he didn't play anything. So the reason I'm doing this is not because I'm going to actually block this card, although I could. Yeah, I could just do this, actually. This is fine. And then I can play Kindred, and I have the Vile Feast to kill it.
Never won.
I mean, the odds of Kindred not just getting killed here are pretty damn low. I pass. I pass, because he clearly wants to write a negation. I think. That's my read on this situation here. Okay, it's fine.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
This is a toughie. I actually pass. I think I pass here. And then I'll swing with both. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. Because he's going to block here, right? And then I'm going to hit this with Vile Feast. Like, it's super obvious that he he wants to Rite of Negation like this. Or, sorry, Rite of the Arcane, not Negation. Now, I'm giving him the ability to say, hey, I'm going to buff this with Absolver because I'm dumb. And then I can just say, well, hey, here's Mystic Shot. So, incoming, Rite of the Arcane. Like, so obvious. So obvious. Already knew that was happening. Okay, that's pretty good. This means I can just kill this. Like, he can block this? Yeah, sure. Oh god, that's great with me. That's actually pretty funny. Cool. So he's going to be going for a big push here, and that's fine. He has leveled both of his units, I guess, technically. That doesn't matter.
Watch me.
No.
Cool, we just do this. I'm totally fine with this whole out thing that's happening here. Totally fine with it. Totally fine with that. We'll just play Senna.
For the dead, I bring rest. Keep your distance.
Fortunately, that does level his Ziggs, but we can play fast speed Ruination on the following turn. Wow, this guy actually went. I'm gonna burn a mana crystal. Okay. It's not a very weird play at all. Question here is, do I play? No, there's no need.
A lot of darkness out there.
Just do this.
Let's make some of our own.
Problem I guess I'm running into now is Rite of the Arcane. Rite of the Arcane is a problem. Okay.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
Hourglass. Weird. Oh, he's gonna play Taliyah. He's gonna play Taliyah and copy them. Okay. So am I dead to open attack? I'm only dead if he has Rite of Negation.
I will weave my own path.
Right? Like, that's the only thing that really stops me here. Do I ever actually just stop this? No, I just chill and just hope, right? That's all I can do. Just chill and hope that he doesn't have...
Turn the stuff head. Here it is.
See if we can find a way to not be dead before we have to do that.
Oh, dancing partner.
I mean, this
Moving
makes
in.
the most
Don't
sense.
have any warning shots.
It's gotta be this. That's it. That's all we can do. I hope he doesn't have it. If he has Rite of Negation, we lose. Doesn't have it. Wonderful. Love to see it. Alright, Reggie, get us there now, mister. This is huge.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Cool. Kind of see that as a big do nothing. Play Ziggs, sure. Doesn't matter. We'll kill Ziggs next turn with the beamy thing. Where is it? Darkness Beam? What the hell is this called? Piercing Darkness. So he's used 2 hourglasses this game. And he obviously didn't have Rite of the Arcane before. Which leads me to believe this is going to kill his Ziggs. Okay, so he's fishing. Alright, he does not find it. Cool. And we attack.
Get moving.
Alright, looks good. Looking good. So Arsenal, I'll break Spell Shield.
And I thought there was something good to see.
Why wouldn't you stun me? That's like such a bad play. Sure, I guess, right? Do we care?
I'll drag you out of there if I have to.
I don't understand this play. That really shitty play. Really bad play by my opponent, but okay, whatever. If that's what they want to do, they can do that.
Oh, I'm going to get him.
Watch your toes.
Let's draw some cards. Let's draw.
Hold on.
His arsenal is going to be an absolute monster, though.
Light is a lure in the dark.
Rite of the Arcane? No. More of these things. Okay. Okay. Fine with that. Ledros. Oh, that's so good. So good. Well, now he has Rite of the Negation. There it is. And I'm overall pretty fine with
If
that.
it was important, they should have
Yeah,
built
stun makes sense.
it. Where there's a rock, dude.
I think I'm okay with this. I'm pretty healthy. The only thing that I need to worry about is Arsenal, and because of that, I need to just make sure I have the ability to break Spell Shield and then turn my card into his card.
Think I see something.
Okay. It's fine. I mean, taking 5 is really not a big deal. So he's looking to kill Ledros, I guess? I don't really know.
You are a child. What do you know of nightmares?
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
Okay, he's got Landmarked Boy. Pass. Piercing Darkness. Looks pretty good to me. We'll put it on this. So, Arsenal's inevitable. Like, he's gonna get an Arsenal. It's gonna happen.
Keep your eyes on the
Taliyah?
horizon
Okay.
and your feet on the ground.
I don't do it with her. Actually, hold this card back. Because this way I can use the darkness to kill the Taliyah. Okay. I mean, he still has to block.
You'll do.
You're ruining everything.
Now the question here is... That doesn't even die, so I'm fine with this.
Peace.
This is a little bit risky.
A ghost of a chance?
I actually do think I kill Taliyah, or I go for it. I have to go for it. Oh, this is probably a mistake, honestly. Because now he can... Yeah, now his Arsenal. Like, he's gonna get Arsenal right now. Because I did that. He didn't have it? Alright, well...
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
Let's see it, I guess. He doesn't have shit. I think I draw cards here. I actually think I do it on Ledros. And then I can replay Ledros. Seems like a good plan. There's an Atrocity. That's huge. I mean, you just replay Ledros, like, right? Like, he's not going to play his shit, then it is what it is. I am literally dead to the Arsenal. So, we're just going to attack. Okay, I think we got him here. This is a weird-ass game. Yeah, GG. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun playing this deck. This is my favorite archetype to play. I am still going to be working on some different decks, but now that I'm Masters, I might actually just mess around and make some fun jank decks. To be determined. I am making other videos on other games. Now, don't be alarmed. It's mostly going to just be unedited game footage. The World of Warcraft ones in particular are... I mean, if people enjoy that stuff and they want to see it, by all means. But mainly it's for my guild. They like to watch that stuff. Some funny stuff happens, and it's kind of like the inside joke sort of thing. If you don't know the game, you don't really know what's happening. It won't be as interesting. So, but don't be alarmed. Legends of Runeterra is still coming out. I actually have a friend who is a Masters player in TFT. I had an idea that maybe I would get him to coach me in a couple of TFT games. To be determined, but... Anyways, yeah, don't worry about it. LoR is still coming. Stay tuned for more Legends of Runeterra content. Be sure to like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Have yourselves a wonderful day. T-dot out.